Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to walk you through a completely free zero code workflow to build a mobile application from scratch. We are going to build a personal to-do app, and I'll be showing you exactly how to do this using Google Stitch and Antigravity. Here is exactly what we are going to cover in this quick tutorial. First, we'll start by generating the entire UI for our to-do application directly inside Stitch. Second, I'll show you how to connect Stitch to anti-gravity using the Model Context Protocol or MCP so they can communicate seamlessly. And finally, we'll use a simple prompt to automatically generate the working code directly from the UI we just built in Stitch. It's a fast, efficient workflow and it won't cost you a dime. So let's jump right into the dashboard and get started. We are on the Stitch dashboard. You can see the URL stitch.withgoogle.com. So this is where you'll find this dashboard. So what I'm going to do on this dashboard, I'm simply going to write a prompt to generate a UI for to-dos application. So this is quite simple application which I'm going to make. And I'm simply going to type create a to-do application UI, a very simple prompt. And since this is very basic thing, I'm not going to go through the higher model. I'm just going to use the smallest one, which is 3 flash. So let's see how it come up with. So once you will see the design, after that you can also modify and make any kind of changes you want. So you don't need to be a designer, you don't need to be a like to think much about how to design things. You just express yourself, what you want, how you want. I just give simple prompt and let's see what's going to build for me now. Okay, just let's wait. So we have our UI, so stunning, too much things, too much designs. We have so many things now at our hand. So, okay, what we are going to generate here? Oh, let me do one thing. Oh, I'm not going to spend too much of my tokens here. So I'll simply ask, create a to-do app with minimalist design. Oops. Okay. Minimalist design with the app will have only 4 features for to-do app. So if you saw, I was not convinced with the particular design. So I gave another prompt. So if you can see Stitch is creating another design. If I wanted, I would have simply click on it. And if you see when I click in this particular screen is added into the chat, I can ask to do any editing work or anything I want. But this is a lot. This design is a lot. I don't want that. I just for the sake of demonstration, I just want a simple design where I can simply take the design, give it to the anti-gravity, and it can generate that application quickly for me. So that's what I'm looking for. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is our design. Looks pretty good for me. Like it says it greet you in the morning. It says how many remaining tasks we have. You can directly add the task here. You can mark the task. You have the option to add here as well. Nice quote. Great. I like this design. So let's go ahead with this design now. Now our design is ready. So I want to take this design to my IDEs, that is anti-gravity. So I'm going to use anti-gravity to code my application, mobile application for this particular UI. So how I'll do that? I can simply go ahead and click on this export button. But before that, I need to select this. I'm going to create this particular screen. So either you can click here also, click on more. You'll have multiple options here. You have the view code option where you can see the code, well, the HTML code, I guess. So which you can, if you are designing for like any web application, that's where you can find all the code already generated. I'm not going to use that. I simply click on the export where I'll have more options like AI Studio, Figma, Juice, and many more. So for current in our use case, I'm going to select MCP, which I feel is more simpler and it can be automated very well. Like in future, you can use MCP in more better way. These are very old way of copying and pasting things. So I simply select MCP, and if you see here, if you are the first timer, you need to set up the MCP. So if you are very new to this, you can simply click on this button, setup MCP. You will see the option of all your IDE. I'll select anti-gravity, and I'll simply create a API key which will be required in your IDE. I'll create, and it's going to generate a API key for me. Now I have my API key here, so I can simply copy this API key, and now let's go to anti-gravity. So you can see we have our anti-gravity ID here. I have a very basic code. I don't have anything other than this startup screen. I only have single file, which is main.dart, and there's nothing in it. Actually, this is just a starter. So very first thing, I'm going to add my MCP. I'm going to connect I'm going to connect Stitch with this anti-gravity ID through MCP. So to do your MCP setup, you can simply come here, and if you see this three dot, just click on here and click on this option called MCP server. You will have multiple options here, right? You can see there's so many MCP tools already there for you to, but currently I'm just looking for Stitch. So we have our Stitch here. I'll click here, and if you see it, we have this option to install. Now I'm simply going ahead and click on install. Now what you will see here, once you click on the install, it will upfront ask you to enter the Stitch API key which we generated earlier, if you remember. So I'm simply going to paste my Stitch API key here and save it. So I basically find this issue in my uh, system, that Stitch is sorry, anti-gravity is not able to find my node module. So since this MCP requires node in your system, make sure you have the node installed. I also had my node installed in my system, but still it gives me some error. So I found some workaround. So if you can see here, the anti-gravity setting is open here. Now, I can still see those errors in this particular place also. I So since we are here, I want to also tell you that there's multiple MCP tools which are available. You can access from here as well. And if you see, I already have this Dart MCP server, which basically has multiple around 26 tools in it, which checks for you any kind of error, so basically Dart related stuff. So to make your coding more better, this AI agents use these tools to understand this your language. And so basically here the Dart is the language. So I also have these tools, this Dart server stored. So now let's focus on our main agenda, which is the Stitch configuration. So I just need to make some little bit changes. To make those changes, you can simply click on this open MCP configuration. Once you'll click on this open MCP configuration, you'll find that this MCP configurations are open in this your anti-gravity ID itself, where you have some JSON configuration, as I mentioned earlier. So what I'm going to do, I have figured out what problem is there. The basic problem is so this c- whole IDE terminals tool, all these things runs into a sandbox where it doesn't have access to my actual uh, local paths. So I simply remove this particular. I will remove this particular configuration and paste it with my own configuration. Basically, I have to change my API key as well. So I'll simply go ahead and change this older API key to the new one which I generated just now. Now, if I'll go back and refresh it, or if I'll go back into that window and let's try to refresh it here as well. Hmm, it's taking longer. Let me switch it off and bring it back. Oh, it's working, I guess. So this green dot means you have successfully configured it. Uh, takes multiple click, but now we are successful. If you see this dot, these two dots, both these MCP are active and can be used, and we have also enabled it. Now it's time to close it. Let's close all these settings and let me close this and this. Now let's go back again. So we have this entire settings. We have done set up our MCP. We have configured our MCP with the ID. Now let me go ahead and again go back. And now since this MCP is selected, I can simply copy the prompt. So this prompt is copied to my clipboard. And now let's go back to our ID. So, and basically I'll start a new conversation from here. And if you see, we have the chat and whatever MCP instruction which I get from this uh, stitch, I have simply pasted it here. And if you see, I'm going to use the Gemini 3.1 and the low one only. I'm not going to do high settings. And you can see the instruction here. It's written, get the image code for the following stage project. That's him. Okay, this is the screen. And okay, so I'll add some more instruction here. After getting the screen, the screen, write the code for the screen, and I want uh, to create a better architecture. So I'll not give much instruction. I'll simply go ahead and give the basic thing. I don't want to. Uh, don't want very complex project right now as well. This is just for demonstration. So I'll just simply give instruction that write the code. Write the code for the screen using native state management. So I think for this case, set state is enough for us. So I'm just giving instruction. Let's see how it come up with, and also implement all the logic as well. So we have the instruction. Let me go ahead and click send. Now, since we have done everything, it's time for us to wait and see. That's what we have to do for coming like 1 or 2 minutes. So if we can see here, currently it's in the thinking phase, and I want to mention this once again. Whatever tools we have been using from the start to end, or whether it's Stitch, Antigravity, all are free. I have not paid a single penny for any of these services. So I'm using all this thing for free. Looks like it has generated the code. Now let me run this and let's see how it looks in the emulator. Okay. Oh, we have this output. Oh, very quick. Let me see how interaction works. Okay, great. It's working. If you can see, I'm able to use this application actually. This is fully functional application it has generated. It has generated the entire UI, everything. It's not functional. Okay, let's see how much things are functional. So since we only give a single screen, so what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and I'm accepting it. I'm going to accept all the code since I feel like this is a code we needed. And if you can see, I can do and undo. Let's see if I can add any task or not. So sample task. Oh, great. I can even add a task here. I can do so. Looks like in a very short moment, it has generated a very stunning application. I like this. I genuinely like this output. And in very short span and in a very simple way, you can actually create your own application. You can see here, you have this complete live application with you. And let's review the code a little bit. So I'll simply hide the emulator for now and see what it has generated. So if you can see, it has added some fonts. This is the entry point, and this is the entire code you have. It has generated around 360 lines of code, and that too with Gemini 3.0 low model. And it has this class which takes care of this. This is kind of model class. This is our screen. We have some simple task here. We have the add. As you can see, it's only using set state, toggle task, this entire screen we have at our place. So yeah, this is it. You can see the power of this anti-gravity and stitch together, and you can generate your high quality mobile application for free. Thank you very much.